What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here with another My Song of the Week, and I think we're on number 9. Uh, don't quote me on that. But yeah, as you can tell, this series isn't like a strictly weekly series. I kind of just record one of these whenever I'm feeling like it. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think it's been about oh 2 weeks since the last one, and yeah, in that time I've listened to some more music, obviously, and I discovered this artist called Gas. I think that's how you say it. He seems to be a German. I think he's German at least. Yeah, he is easily one of techno's most. So his name is Wolfgang. Uh, I'm not even gonna say that. Um, and here it says he's one of techno's most prolific, influential, and revered figures. But he's received the greatest acclaim for his ambient techno recordings under the moniker Gas. Um, he stated that Gas was inspired by childhood experiences in the forest near his hometown, and the music is lush and expansive, combining steady, hypnotic 4/4 beats with dense layers of ambient sounds. And so I listened to pop, and that was, I think, because that's like his most popular on Spotify, at least. And man, this album is insane. This, like, you just get lost in this album, man. And it's, it's really, the way I describe it is it's environmental and ambient. He like it feels like he recreates sounds of the environment, like wind a lot, rain a lot, just like things that you would see um, in your day to day life, I guess. And he, you know, transformed that into music, which is insane to me. And you guys probably hear what I'm talking about when I play the track. So I chose Pop 3 because that one stood out the most to me. It it just something about it. It has this really it feels like you're just walking late at night, like it's the middle of the night. You're walking in like a middle of a forest or something, and you can hear the like this train horn in the distance, and that's just like so genius. And it really like repeats for like a long time, but it works, and it's very soothing and calming. Um, so yeah, let's go. I will play however long of it, and then pause whenever I want to talk. So yeah, let's go. It creates an atmosphere like this is you just get immediately dropped into this atmosphere. And if you listen closely, the more you can kind of pick up what's happening. You get this like you get this like almost like buzzing sound going on in the right, and it that also reinforces like the environmental ambient. Like those could represent like bugs making sounds to me. Um, and it kind of does sound like that. And then you can already hear that distant horn going on. It basically starts at the beginning. So why was I not following him? Yeah, let's keep going. It feels like it just feels like you're being surrounded by wind and water at the same time. And that's insane. It almost sounds like you're in the middle of a storm or something. A lot of repetition going on here. It just feels like you're being surrounded by something. It's not necessarily like when these sounds sound a bit like, you know, I don't know how to put it, a bit haunting in a way, but they don't really sound it just sounds like normal to me. I don't know. Like if you just isolate these sounds, they're probably on the weirder side, but when you put them all together, it works. It's just okay. We got a long way to go. Just close your eyes and drift. It's been mostly the same so far, but I feel like he kind of mixes it up as it goes on. So for me, this this bubbly like sound sounds like water or something, like bubbling or something. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like you really gotta pay attention, but it sounds like water bubbling or something. And I don't get how he creates these sounds. Some I read something like he takes um strings or I don't know what it's called exactly, but he takes sounds and then bends them and edits them in a way that it creates a whole new sound. And if he's making this with, I don't know how the fuck he's making this. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Well, I kind of just did, but uh, I don't get it. If these are like other things that he's like transformed into this, that I don't get that. I don't get that. Um. Okay, let's keep going. It almost sounds like a heartbeat. And there's like a heartbeat going on too. This is just amazing. You can hear like water. That has to be like rain. These chord changes too are like perfect. And that siren like sound is just repeating the whole song. Is it me or is it's getting a slight bit more intense? Or is that just me? Is this speeding up a bit? No. It just sounds different each time, and you can't quite put your finger on why. See, like, you just get lost in the song. And this is me, like, talking over it, and I'm getting lost. That buzz-like sound is still there. It's like coming and going. The horn is still going. Everything's still going. We're almost 9 minutes in, and I'm just gonna let it play out. The fade out sounds like the rain is fading. What a song, man. That's just, it just sounds completely different than a lot of music. Just, and if you can tell by now, I like music that is unique and it can stand on its own, and this is definitely unique. Unique as hell. And if you guys want, like, I suggest checking out this whole album if you liked that. Um, because, or honestly, I'm still new to Gas myself. This is the only album I've checked out from him. Uh, I know he has a lot of other albums too, and But yeah, you might like Pop 4, which is more of like a techno ambient song. I, it's crazy to me that the his main thing was like he was a techno artist, but I don't know. It does, you know, that doesn't sound like techno whatsoever. Pop 4 kind of has like some techno feel to it. Um, but yeah, I chose Pop 3 because it, it's the one that like made me feel the most. And I usually choose the tracks that make me feel the most emotion. And something about that track, you can just imagine yourself, walking through a forest late at night, and you don't like. And when I imagine myself there, there's no responsibilities. There's no. I'm like, I feel free when I imagine myself in that scenario for some reason. And I think that's also why it works so well, because you it really takes you to a softer place, you know? And it gives you a break from your current reality. I okay, that's a bit too far, but you know what I mean. It like while you're listening to it, you kind of just forget about the world for a second, and that's you know sometimes you it's nice to forget about the world for a second, um, especially with all the chaos and um, you know what I mean. uh, yeah, it just feels like it gives you a momentary break from it all, and that's why I like ambient music so much. It allows you to really like disconnect from the world and then kind of live more inside your own head, if that makes sense. Um, at least it does that for me. And recently, for me, the world has felt really overwhelming to me. Like just I think of things in large scale, I guess, or and when you zoom out, um, it feels really overwhelming when you zoom out and think of everyone at the same time, and that's kind of what my brain's been doing recently. But with this type of music, it really zooms me back in to you know my head and back into an individual standpoint rather than thinking from a world standpoint. If that makes sense, that's kind of what my brain goes through. Um, I, but yeah, um, ambient music just really calms me down, and yeah, let me know if you guys have any if you guys use ambient music for any similar reason. Um, but yeah, I feel like it definitely gives you a place to momentarily forget about the world. Um, but yeah, uh, that's gonna conclude it for this my song of the week, and I'm glad I chose this one because this was a cool one, and yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm excited to listen to Brian Eno's airport music for airports. and I'm gonna be listening to that relatively soon, like within the next month or two, and I'm really excited for that because that's basically the blueprint for ambient music, right? Like that. And I really enjoy everything that I've heard from Brian Eno so far. So yeah, I'm just really, really excited for Music for Airports and the rest of his discography. Um, so yeah, uh, that's gonna conclude it. I have a Patreon in the description if you'd like to check it out. If you'd like to support me, um, I have a Discord server in the description if anyone wants to join. And yeah, peace out, everyone.